Good morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Markets are mixed overnight with beans and corn higher, wheat just fractionally lower. Yesterday we saw the markets sell off, especially in wheat and corn. Concerned about global demand was the main feature as funds continue to liquidate out of some long positions in corn and sell wheat on some of the technical pictures that are in the marketplace. Fundamentally, I think that the bean market has bounced off some of the recent lows as China continues to relax some of its COVID rules. Right now, commuters do not have to test for COVID while they're commuting. That's sort of a big step in Beijing. We also note that the market's watching pretty closely Argentina weather, which continues to be mostly dry. The markets are trying to come up with some ideas as far as Friday's USDA report. Not expect to make any changes in the bean complex, although they could actually lower the U.S. bean carryout, but they'll probably wait at least until the January report before they do something like that. Same thing in the corn. Very rarely do they make changes in the December U.S. corn or global supply and demand. They could lower the Argentina corn crop. They could lower our export numbers and raise our carryout, but not expected to make any major changes. The market will also, in the wheat, look and see, do they raise the Australian wheat crop? Yesterday, talk about a record Australian crop, 2 million tons above the USDA numbers, may have caused some of the selling in the wheat market. We also note that we're trying to figure out as La Nina weakens the first of the year, does that give especially Argentina and southern Brazil some chance for increased rain activity, and also down the road in the spring showers for the U.S. Southern Plains. The outside markets still waiting to see what the Fed action is going to be, watching as far as global demand for energy, and also trying to figure out just how long this war in Ukraine is going to continue, and will it impact Ukraine's exports and maybe the 2023 crop seedings. Some people think that by, let's say, April, or if the war is continuing, farmers will just give up on planting maybe as much as 50% of the acres. But if the war is over by April, or at least there's some kind of slowdown and talks, they may plant as many acres as they possibly can. Technically speaking, beans still in this trading range, corn at the lower end of the trading range, and wheat pushed through some key support levels yesterday, adding to some of the weakness in the marketplace. We'll be watching this week the export sales. We're watching the ethanol numbers to see if there continues to be stock building, and then finally the USDA report on Friday. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a good trading day, and remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.